Hey guys, Skip here. It's been a while, and it's time for that Christmas wish list kind of a tour of my a video tour of my RC. And this is Skip's Built Museum, Skip's RC. Take one, cut two. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to do this in one take. Hold tight, and let's show you what I got and what I've done with it so far. Don't laugh. See you in a little bit. As you can see, we started off in here. Well, since we are in here, we got our Corsair set up. So if you guys are counting, that's 1, 2, 3. Got our F-117A. We've got our Flightline B-24 bomber with FPV rotating turrets. 2,000 millimeters on that wingspan, guys. Love this plane. Put a little light down there. You know, I always do lights. Got the E-Flite P-51 Mustang. Try to get a better light angle on it for you guys here. See it a little bit better. And turning the quick clock here a little bit. We've got our giant 1700 millimeter P-51 Mustang. That hangs right above me. And we've got our free wing 1400 millimeter P-51. And you see the boat in the back. It's the Blackjack 29. And we've got our E-Flite P-47 1.1. Or 1.2, I'm not sure. I think those are 1.1s. I think they're 1100 or 1200, 1.2s. So it's the Mustang. And then I've got the big 1700 millimeter P-47 back in the background there. All right, let's take this to the next room. Somebody asked me if I still had my doggies. Yes, I do. Willie! Oh, what are you bringing us? Hi, buddy. Abby. Maggie. Okay, Maggie Moo is the one with the cow that looks like a cow. Abby back there, yeah, she's tilting her head. And Willie's just showing us his butt. Let's take it back here, guys, and I'll show you what else I've got. Okay, we've entered our back room here. Some of my earlier planes are back here. I've got the Icon kind of strategically balanced on the wheels there. That thing's been repaired. You saw that crashed last winter. She's ready to crash again this year. And then I've got the Carbon Z Cub back there, the first one. Let's see if we can get a little bit better view of her. Sorry about the lighting back here, guys. It's just a mud room. See, I got a little light going over there and a ceiling fan, keeping air kind of circulating back here. Since we're going this direction, here's the outline. This is the FMS Dragonfly. 800 millimeter. I learned to fly on this plane after I crashed a couple of things like my first 70 millimeter jet, and I realized, you know, start flying with gliders maybe and get used to that. And I thought, well, smaller would be easier. Well, not really. 800 millimeters isn't that big, and the bigger you go, the easier it is, as we find out. But I got this thing down pat, and I mastered it, and that made everything else a whole lot easier to fly. And then we've got our E-Flite Radian. It was never ever, not once this year, I don't think that I can recall, except maybe around midnight one night, calm enough to fly this thing this last season. So I never got that one up in the air again, but hoping to. That's a gas, especially at night. And let's see, then we've got our free wing Seagull 64 millimeter EDF jet hiding back there, and hiding in the background here, I think it's thinking it's hiding, is the Zephyr, the Hobby King Zephyr back there, the V-tail 70 millimeter jet glider. That's a fast plane. That was a lot of fun when I flew it. I think the servos are getting weak on it now, and now the faster it flies, the worse it wants to fly. And then behind it here, kind of behind the wings and stuff here, it's got the Corvallis that I rebuilt. She's like rebuilt brand new. New fuselage and everything on that one. Let's see, what else have I got in here? Oh, down here we've got the Cherokee, E-Flite Cherokee. That's another fun one. I didn't get that out this year either. I did get the Timur out, as everybody knows. I keep that one back here ready to go for, it's weatherproofed and stuff too, so I can fly it in the snow and stuff. Let's see what else. I think that's it for back here. Let's bring it to the, and then we've got the magic doors for a house, some of these other planes. I've got a stop down here on the floor, guys, so that the door won't go up there and hit my Messerschmitt. So as you see, I've got the FMS biplane, and bring this down here for you guys. Again, sorry about the lighting. I'm doing the best I can. It's just not coming in as well today as I'd like it to. Got the drapes open and stuff too. So we've got the FMS biplane. Oh, hiding over here is that little Sport Cub. A little tiny thing, a little micro. Flew the heck out of that. That's a fun little plane. Down below we've got the E-Flite Carbon Z, what was it, Prometheus? Carbon Z Prometheus. That's a fun plane. Flew that a couple times. Did not crash it. Behind it, everybody just recently saw this one fly. This is not the Safe Select model, by the way, guys. This is the earlier one. But it looks the same. The only thing they changed on it was putting in the Safe Select receiver. Everything else, I guess, is exactly the same. So we got the Carbon Z, big, huge, like 2.1, I think, on that one. And then I've got the, back here, I've got the Free Wing F-15 Eagle 90mm. She's all decked out with lights and stuff. Hiding around the side here, it looks like I've got the E-Flite Convergence. And I've got that set up for FPV, as you can probably see down there. And then right below it, I've got a little tiny Trojan. That's an 1100mm Trojan. That was one of my first low wing. Actually, I think it was my first low wing propeller airplane. So we kind of learned on that one too. Close this up. A little panorama here. We'll start in this room. Right up here with the Messerschmitt ME262 original. I am going to do a little custom work on it when I go to fly that, because I want the 12 blades and the higher performance, better sound. But it does scream like a raped ape. So I may just keep it the way it is. I mean, it is original, so might as well keep it that way. Down below we've got the F-86 Sabre. I've flown this one. I've got some videos of it up as well. Great flying plane. I just love that thing. It sounds so real. One guy I was flying with says, "Is that a real jet?" He had an accent, obviously. And then the F-35. That thing's been crashed I don't know how many times, but keep putting it back together. It's like a little Timex. Keeps licking, or keeps ticking after it takes a licking. Got the Tiger Cat, F-7F Tiger Cat. Standing up tall and proud in the background. With my USMC logo on the tail. And that one's got all the lights and buzzers and bells and stuff. Remember, I've got this RC sound system in that one too, guys. Above it here, we've got the FMS B-25 bomber. The Mitchell B-25 bomber. And for those of you out there, anybody interested, I've got another one of these brand spanking new in the box. Guys, I'll make a good price on it if you want to pay the shipping, or we'll make a package deal where shipping's included. Price being right, offers are being accepted as of now. Below it we've got the original Free Wing B-17G bomber. You guys may have seen me crash this thing twice. It's been flown twice, crashed twice, but reassembled, assembled 3 times. Put back together twice. It still looks pretty good. I think I did a decent job on it. All the angles and stuff are pretty good. And of course we've got our P-38. Flightline. This is one of their earlier releases. Beautiful plane. It's a twin. It's got the same motor system and power system as the Tiger Cat. And of course, I've got a lighting system and stuff on it. I did put softer, bigger tires on it to make it a little bit more field ready. Works a lot better in the grass. And up here we've got our E-Flite F4, 80 millimeter. Bought this at the end of last season. Doggone it, I've not been able to get it out and fly it. I almost did, and I had to do a steering adjustment, and by the next day it was wind blowing and snow started flying, so season was over. And I only got out about 5 or 6 times to fly this year because of the weather and some other work that had to be done here. So directly behind it we've got the Freewing F4, 90 millimeter. This is the one I custom did. It's got a sound system and stuff in it as well. It's got the Dr. Mad Thrust 12 blade high performance fan in it. Runs 6S, but I think it's going to be a little faster than your normal 6S. Seems to have a lot of power to it. Behind here we have the Hobby King Venom, or is it the Vampire? Hobby King Vampire. The DH100, or yeah, DH100 Vampire, and I made it kind of to look like my DH110 Venom, which is a 90 millimeter from Freewing. That's all decked out with light and stuff. They both are. I put lights and stuff and made simulated afterburners and stuff on both of these. Directly below we've got our YF-23 LX models. I've not flown this one, guys. I'm not sure I really trust it to fly. It's a beautiful looking plane. It's going to have a ton of power if it ever does go in the air, but I'm afraid that it would end up only going in the air once. Just not so sure about this plane. I don't even know where the CG is, to tell you the truth, on this plane. And the instructions were not quite that helpful. Or what instructions there were was a build, pretty much. I didn't recall ever really getting the CG on the thing. The little 64 millimeter Raptor. And the LX model, F22 6S, their version of the giant Raptor, the Super Raptor. Let's see, we got a Warthog, 64 millimeter Warthog. I hopped this one up. It's got the high performance 3600 kV fans, or 3500 kV fans, 12 blade. Very fast. And original Intruder. Not the high performance, not the new one with an in-runner, but it's still a nice plane. A lot bigger than you think when you look at the tail section in the back there, guys. Let's see, in the background we've got the Zero, FMS Zero, 1400 millimeter. Also got the Flightline Spitfire down there. I think that's what, a 1.2 or 1.3. Directly in front of it I've got the Dauntless, the Freewing Dauntless, discontinued plane. Nice though. Cool flaps on that thing. Drilled flaps. Dive flaps they call them, I guess. And we got our AT6 Texan here. Right in front of it we got the Bearcat, the Flightline Bearcat. Let's see, what am I forgetting? Okay, let's go up here. We've got the E-Flite F16. You guys have all seen that one fly. I've got the lights and stuff that I put the easy lights on that thing. And all the afterburners. Let's get a better light on this thing here, guys. How's that? A little bit better? Lights being really weird today. So that's the F16 E-Flite. Right behind it, or right in front of it, is the Freewing F16. I bought this one as a kit and put my own Dr. Mad Thrust, all alloy 12 blade, all alloy metal blade and everything, guys. And this is the fastest plane I've got. It goes off so fast it looks like it's going off of a catapult. And recent purchase here, and we did not get to get out and fly it. Actually, it was last season. Again, was the FMS Super Hornet 70 millimeter. And I've got the 64 millimeter E-Flite, not E-Flite, but 64 millimeter free wing F-18. This is custom as well. I bought it stock and then I put in my own high performance power system in there. Again, it's got a 3500 kV 12 blade fan, upgraded ESC. And this one here is the F-15 64 original. No binding fly or nothing like that. Great little flying plane. Great little plane. Crashed it once, had to do a half section on the front of the fuselage and replace that, but the rest of it was okay. I think that covers it in here, guys. Oh, what do we got down here? Yeah, the EC 1500. I've got all my FPV gear and stuff. It contains everything, holds right into that that battery compartment, that hatch, under the hatch. I can take it out, put it where I want, or put it in my truck if I'm not using it. But everything gets self-contained in that thing. All right, let's go in the other room. Sorry guys, I almost forgot the little UMX Timur, the little E-Flite, and I've got this a canopy or battery cover set up with a little one of those little FPV cameras. Works great. And I forgot to show you guys my drone collection. There's the TBS Discovery. There's my mini Spider Hex. And there is the Walkera. Well, this is the Inductrix Pro or Inductrix Plus FPV. And I've got a couple little tiny little deals here. They were just for fun. And this one here used to be white. It used to be white, but I gave it a paint job and did a carbon fiber look on the paint. So that's custom. That's me. I did that. So it looks pretty cool, I think. I don't know how good this camera's doing justice, but it does look pretty neat. And then for orientation, because of the colors and stuff, we did the orange balls. I was learning on this one. I learned on this one. Crashed it a couple times. That's why I ended up gluing it together and giving it the paint job. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, hiding back here, we've got the glider. Somebody was asking me if I'm giving anything away. Well, I'm giving this one away. Come and get it if you want it. It's the FPV Raptor by Volantech, I believe was who makes that one. It still flies, it still works, but I took the guts, or I didn't take all the guts out. It's got all the guts for flight, but I took the guidance system and the FPV stuff off of it, and that's what I ended up using for my EC 1500. Okay, and we got our little closet storage solution for a few different planes back here. We've got our Carbon Z 150, the Cessna, Carbon Z Cessna 150. And right on the side of it, we've got the E-Flite Maul. Wings, floats, everything fit nice and everything else in there. Just nice and slight. Just tuck in right nice. And right behind that, I have got my Warthog 1700 millimeter free wing. And she's all set to go. Repaired and everything, all ready for the next voyage. Coming out of the closet again. Sorry about the dark, guys. Hopefully the camera sees better than I do. And I swore I would not do this. I was not going to have RC stuff in my bedroom, but I am running out of room. So we've got a little original RC Stampede. What is it? The XL Valenian. Yeah, it tracks a Stampede. One of the originals. Still has FM. And then I've got my Pro Boat recoil with all the lights and stuff and the internal lighting so I can run it at night. And let's see, right above here we put the L39 Camo Edition. Well, I just love this plane. It came out really nice. Even after I crashed it, it came out better. I did a better job on it. More buzzers, more lights, more bells, and more whistles too. And it sounds good. It's a shame the video didn't turn out on it. Let's see. And the last but not least, we've got the F-18 from E-Flite. And right below it, the F-22 Raptor. Note the size on these guys. There's not a whole heck of a lot difference on the size of these jets. Let's try to get a little bit better light and less glare here. But when I have them hanging right over each other, as you can see, not a whole lot of difference there. So that's my collection, guys. I hope you like it. Thumbs up if you like and subscribe. I hope to get something flying here pretty soon. No snow flying today, but we do still have some on the ground, and there is still snow up on the roofs of the houses, and it's windy as hell out there today. So happy flying to everybody. Wish you happy holidays and a nice Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas. From Skip Built RC, have a nice weekend.